Hello everyone, so in this video I'm going to talk about a major recent issue. Actually, it's not so recent. I think this issue is present since 2018 or something, where when you install a system, when you install a Linux distro like let's say Ubuntu or Mint on some new laptops, you're gonna get this issue. You're gonna get, for the speakers, you're gonna get dummy output and no sound at all. So as you can see, I'm trying to play, there's no sound at all. And also, you're not gonna get your input, which is the microphones. You're not gonna get them detected. And this also happens with headsets and external microphones or speakers. So this problem, I've been researching for the last 3 days, and thank God I managed to find a factory-like workaround. A workaround where you don't have to mess up with anything. All you need to do is just install some drivers. So let's start doing this. Let me open the video guide. This video guide is going to be in the description. Okay, if you don't want to see the video, you can just follow the guide. If there is anything you don't understand, just watch the video. So let's start with step number 1. Step number 1 is we're going to remove the old SOF drivers from your system. Okay, so let's do that. I created a directory here called old-sof-backup, and what I'm going to do is let me open the terminal. Okay, let me just yep. I'm going to back up the old SOF drivers. Here we are. And here we are. So that was step 1, okay? Now step 2 is download and install the newer drivers from the SOF project GitHub repo. All you need to do is you're gonna open that link and you're gonna download the new SOF drivers. This is how it's going to look like, as you can see, and we have multiple versions. I'm going to install the latest one we have in this repo, which is v2.1.1. Just open the folder like that, and then open that folder in terminal, okay? So let me just open in terminal, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to follow the guide here. We're going to install it, okay? So I'm going to use these commands. Alright. This installation process is using symbolic links. If you don't want to use symbolic links, there on the GitHub repo and on the README there is a guide on how to install it without symbolic links. If you don't want symbolic links, just open the repo and you're gonna see it. Okay, so now we have it installed. Now the third step is download and install the fixes or patches, or let's say topologies, from the following SOF project GitHub repo. We're gonna open up that repo and load the file. That's how it's going to look like. You're gonna open that up, and you're gonna have this UCM directory, and it has all these patches for different laptops and different devices. You're gonna just copy all of them on your computer. Okay, so your computer already has a UCM. Okay, if we go to this user share ALSA UCM, let's go through quickly. That's in user share. Okay, and then ALSA, and then UCM, here you are. Okay, and it has a bunch of patches, but you need to just delete it. Okay, we're gonna delete it and we're gonna replace it with the new UCM, the updated one. So let's do that. Yep, let's go back here. Okay, I'm going to first remove the older UCM. Okay, here we are, and then I'm going to move the one that we downloaded. Where is the directory? Yeah, here we are. Boom, now it's all in. Okay, so at this stage, if you reboot your system, step 4, if you reboot your system, you're going to have your speakers, your microphones, and everything working, and everything being detected, okay? Because you have the drivers now. However, we have one more problem, and that's the fact that the input volume and the output volume is going to be lower than usual. You will have to bring the microphone all the way up in order to get any sort of respectable input, and that's a huge problem, okay? So how to fix this? After you reboot, you're going to open ALSA Mixer and just let me reboot, and then I'm going to come back to you, okay? Cheers. Okay, so now we are back once again after the reboot. Let me now check the volume or sound, and here we are. Okay, we have the headphone, we have the speaker, we have the input, we have all the microphones. You know, the only issue here is that you have them all present even though they're not connected. which means that if you connect your headphones, for instance, you will have to switch to speaker. It's not gonna auto switch. I'm not sure if there is a solution for this. It doesn't bother me myself. In fact, I think this might be better for me because it gives me more controllability over my system. But if it bothers you, then you can just try to find a solution for it. So as I said before, we have a problem now. Here is a digital microphone, and I'm talking, and it's not really doing much. If I go all the way up to 150, now it's started moving, but again, it's still terrible. So let's fix this. Let's open the terminal, and we're gonna do ALSA mixer. Let me just open the guide so that you know what I'm doing according to the guide, okay? So here we have step 5, raise the input-output volume using ALSA mixer. We're gonna press F5 to show all devices, and we're gonna raise everything we need. So let's go back to ALSA mixer. Okay, you're gonna click on F5, and it's gonna show everything. And as you can see, we have multiple, we have some very low bars here. This is the microphone, for instance, and you see how low it is. Okay, so let's start. What I'm going to do is I'm going to raise everything. It's up to you what you want to raise, okay? If you want to raise some specific devices and leave the others, it's up to you. But for me, I'm going to raise everything. Okay, and now I'm raising everything up. I didn't touch this auto mute thing. I don't know what it does, so I just keep it as is. All right, I'm just raising the bars. Any bar that's not the maximum, I put it to maximum. Okay, so now everything is set to maximum. Now let's go back, let's get out of ALSA mixer, and let's open up the sound again, and look, now the microphone is working, and if I take it up higher, it's showing the green bar, which means that it's working properly. Even the speakers, let's try them out.
Front, right, front, left.
Okay, that's amazing. So now everything is working. What is the last step? The last step is that we need to save the ALSA mixer settings permanently for each reboot. The problem is that if I reboot the system now, ALSA mixer is going to reset the settings. It's going to go back to what it was already before. In order to do this, we're going to first use this command. Okay. This is going to store the current settings in the asound.state file. Okay. So now it's stored. However, it's still not going to be reset every single. It's still going to be reset every single time you reboot because you have to restore it. And in order to restore it, you have to use this command, as you can see. Okay, so you're going to replace the store with restore. Now this needs to be run every single time your system reboots. Okay, you will have to find a way to get your command to be run automatically on each startup. This command, okay, this command, the restore one. You will need to search that. Okay, just find your way on how you can have a command being launched every single time you start a system. I think there is a rc.local solution or something like that. It's up to you to search that. So yeah, that was everything for this video. Don't forget, as I said, to do the persisting your ALSA mixer settings, because if you don't do, then every single time you reboot is going to be low. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me in the comments, and if I have enough knowledge to help you, I will help you. If I don't, I'm sorry, I won't be able to help you. I'm just sharing the result of 3 days of research, and thank God I really could find some good resources. I am aware that many people are stuck in this issue for years. I've seen posts from 2018, and it's really sad that you might get a new laptop and then you have to return that laptop because you don't know how to get the sound card, the input and output detected. I'm using an LG Gram right now. So yeah, this video is for LG Gram users, but I believe it's going to work for all users who are struggling with ALC256 sound cards and stuff like that. I don't think there is anything more I need to say. Yeah, cheers and God bless. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.